soul friends, welcome to my channel Clarity with Cara Lee, where I help to bring you clarity through life's biggest challenges so that you can heal from the past, align with your true self, and attract the life and opportunities you are meant to experience. Today's reading is all about career opportunities. What's next? What's in store? Your next career move, how to align with it, how to notice it when it comes about. I'm really excited about this reading. So Spirit was like, it came to me sort of while I was resting and meditating and half napping this afternoon. And Spirit was like, no, your next big career move, your next big opportunity. This is really big on people's minds, I think. And so I wanted to bring this message to you today. And Spirit, also really wanted to bring this message to you. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from and 3 different feathers for you to choose from. So first, you know what? I was going to show you the piles, but I haven't actually looked at the cards. But I love, this is the, these are my fairy oracle deck, and I just love it. The fairy forest, that's what it's called. And this is the back, but I want to kind of show you the back of the cards because they're so beautiful and mysterious. There's this door here that you don't really know what's in it. There's light coming from the door. It kind of reminds me of the Hermit card a little bit. And then you have this witch kind of skulking around the back of the tree, this mighty, beautiful tree of life kind of. And then you have this black cat. Can you see this black cat here? And then, these little lights kind of lighting the pathway forward towards this door, this little goblin gremlin here kind of like waiting to pounce on you. But then there's like these fireflies and spirit energy around that's still guiding you and protecting you through this journey. So I just love I love this deck in general, but I thought it was a perfect deck to use for this reading today because there's so much unseen when it comes to our career, and there's so much fear and control that we can try to have in our careers, and especially when it comes to our finances. So anyways, that's a whole long story, but I really wanted to bring you some clarity today, what you can expect, what's coming, your next big career move, your next big opportunity that's coming to you. And I want to help guide you the best way that I can to help you align with that opportunity so that you are in a position to really grab a hold of it when it comes, okay? So pile number 1 here is a golden duck feather. You don't see golden ducks very often. I found this at the farm my daughter and I go to last summer. I just love it. And then we have it's like a baby hawk feather. Or it is a baby hawk feather. And a crow feather here. Oops. So pick your pile, and as usual, the timestamp for each pile is in the comment section or in the description box below. Not the comment section, but in the description box below. And I will see you in your reading. Hey, pile number 1, here is your reading, your next big career opportunity. This is the golden duck feather, which obviously, maybe not obviously, but represents abundance. It is a golden feather. I don't know if you can see it very well in the camera, but it is a very golden color, not orange, not yellow. It is a gold color. It's beautiful. Have you ever seen a golden duck? They're actually stunning creatures. So I haven't looked at the oracle cards either. So we're going to save the oracle card at the end. I'm being told by Spirit right now, and we'll take a look at it kind of as this final message, a surprise. because we don't know what's coming, right? And so I want to kind of look at it at the end. What is your next big career opportunity, your next big career move? What's happening? What don't you see? How can you align with it? We might try to get some timing from Spirit, but timing can be a really tricky thing, especially because first you need to match your energy to the opportunities that are coming into your life. Well, we were just talking about energy, and here comes the Queen of Cups. So let's see, Spirit. Pile number 1, please, Spirit. Career opportunities, their next big career move. This could also be study, schooling, anything like that. Spirit. Pile number 1. What is the next big career move, opportunity that's coming? All right, so this is what we'll take. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, 7 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Well, we have every single element here. Water, fire, air, earth. Earth, air, fire, water. So, wow. So let's see. Let's see here. Spirit. I'm going to pull one more card. Just been called to get to one more card for you. What is there any clarity specifically on their next career opportunity, their next big career move? I feel as though we were talking about energy in the very beginning when I opened up this reading, and it was like, you know, do you have to do the work to align your energy with this new opportunity that you have been trying to manifest, working on? You've been really, with the golden duck feather here, you've been really working on raising your vibrations. Even, I'm seeing some of you putting your resumes out there, or thinking about looking for another job, looking for a way to earn not maybe extra money for some of you, but earn more. You want to be valued. I'm seeing here with the Queen of Cups, you've been really thinking about increasing your value, whether that's through study, more education, courses that you think will help you earn more money in the future. Oh, Spirit doesn't really want to pull a higher card, but the bottom of the deck that just popped up is the King of, can you see this? Let me see. So I'll just put that right there for now, the King of Wands. Yeah, so you've been really working on valuing yourself. Feelings of self-worth have been really important in the last little while. Managing your emotions, managing your expectations, not so much of other people, but of yourself. Especially with the 7 of Wands here, really defending yourself, really trying to defend your position, not just in your position in your current company, which it could be that way, but really establishing a sense of worth and value wherever it is that you are working, even if that's just your own business and you're trying to feel more valuable and trying to increase. I'm seeing some of you have been afraid of charging more money even, but you've been really working on feeling valuable enough to like say, no, I am worth, I am worthy, and I am worth charging X amount of dollars. I should be compensated fairly for my time, for the work that I put in, for all of the education that I've put into myself, into my career, into my work in the past. And so this is where you've been at in the last little while. It could even be quite a few years for some of you with the Queen of Cups, as she is very, stable in her sense of self and well-being. She's reached this point in her internal world where she feels really comfortable in who she is. She values herself. She honors herself. She really looks after herself. And that's probably the most important thing that you've been focusing on. And as you continue to focus on honoring yourself, you and defending your I'm hearing right to charge more money, right to earn an income, a stable income that's going to I'm hearing inflation as well. Like a lot of you are suffering in this state of inflation in the world right now. And it's almost, I'm seeing, now you might not see it in the cards right here, but I'm seeing like some of you like a what's the term, like a sticker shock, like everything, the price of groceries, the price of gas, the price of homes, the price of everything has really gone up. And so a lot of you are thinking, okay, if the price of things are going up, how can I make more money in order to sustain my livelihood so that I'm not burning myself out? I have a right to earn enough money so that I don't have to burn out my energy. And for you, pile number 1, your energy is really important. You're a very gentle, soothing pile. Like you're very calm and nurturing and loving, and you might not be the person who values themselves, or who, what's the word, pile number 1, you might not be the one to speak up at your company or in a meeting. You know, you might have gone through a lot of experiences in your life, or if you're a feminine energy type watching this, you might have had a really hard time speaking up and taking ownership of the work that you've put into your company, in your role in a company. And feminine energy type people, women, have had a really hard time traditionally standing up for themselves and leaning in. And I love Sheryl Sandberg's book, Lean In, and her company and everything that she does, like just leaning in, leaning into your opportunity, leaning into the conversation and speaking up for yourself, which is what about the 7 of Wands is really standing for right here, is having to ground yourself into this feminine energy, into your sense of self-worth and joy and creativity, like rooting yourself into that, really feeling into your own worth. And then once you feel into that self-worth, standing up for yourself has been a big challenge for you. Vocalizing, but more so energetically with the Wands suit here, but vocalizing as well, like leaning into a conversation in the meeting, being, I keep hearing accountable, but that's not the right word, Spirit. It's like being vocal. There's a word, it's gonna pop into my head, but being vocal, being like stubbornly vocal about like, no, I did this is my brainchild. Credit, like taking credit for the work that you've done, and being recognized for it. Like you've had a lot of struggle around being recognized for the work that you've put in, and so in the last little while, you've been working really hard on raising your vibrations and tapping into your own self-worth, feeling worthy, and standing your ground and saying, no, I deserve to be compensated fairly for the work that I put in, for my education, for who I am, just who I am in general. I deserve to be compensated, and I deserve equal pay. And that could be what this is about as well. You deserve equal pay for the work that you're doing in comparison to other people who are doing the same job as you and maybe making more than you. And that's a big part of probably a big part of your path and your mission in this life, is to constantly stand your ground and stand up for yourself. And I feel like you might think that you're always constantly trying to prove yourself. And the energy of like feeling exhausted because you're always trying to prove yourself is exactly what's sort of holding you back, because part of you didn't believe it, and part of you didn't believe in your own value because of the experiences that you've had in the past that have taught you that maybe you're a woman and women aren't valuable. Or maybe you're a minority in your community and like you aren't valuable compared to somebody else, and your voice doesn't matter as much, and that's completely incorrect. And you are part of your life's journey is to really tap into that inner power and self-knowing and self-trust and self-worth, and standing up for yourself. And then so we have the Four of Wands, which is usually about rest and taking care of yourself and taking a break. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles here, which is usually about taking things day by day, one step at a time. So Spirit is really saying here to, you've done so much work in terms of your self-worth, and that can be really draining. Feeling like you're always standing up for yourself can feel like it's really draining, and you can feel like, why am I still not being recognized? When is it going to happen? And Spirit is saying, okay, one day at a time. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Make sure that you're resting. Make sure that you're raising your vibrations from the inside out. I'm seeing with the Four of Wands here, and that comes from drinking a lot of water, eating healthy, eating according to your body, how your body reacts to certain foods. We're all so different, right? And I've said that before in another reading. So eating properly for you, the way, and feeling good within yourself, and then continuing to make the small steps towards the goals that you have is going to bring you recognition, is going to bring you offers with the King of Wands here, is going to bring you into this leadership role that maybe you've been, I hate the word coveting, but that's what Spirit's saying right now. It's like you've been looking at this position almost, really wanting it, and working towards it, or this position in your company, or an opportunity that you've been really wanting. And what Spirit is really saying is that position is already yours. It's for you, it's meant for you, but for you to get there, you have to do all of these other things. But I see that you've already been working so much on your self-worth and your self-trust and self-care, and just really nurturing yourself. Like you're just really in this space of having compassion for yourself, nurturing yourself, honoring yourself. And maybe right now you're in this space of kind of defending that, but that's a really big part of the growth experience that you're going to, that's going to bring you to this opportunity with the King of Wands here, and embodying this particular King of Wands, because you can't succeed without knowing how valuable you are. That's what Spirit is really saying right here. And in order to, I guess Spirit kind of tests us in a way, right? The universe gives us opportunities to show up all the time in a different energy body in order to attract the things that we really want, and kind of say like, are you sure you want this? Are you sure you want this? Are you sure you're ready for this? And this Seven of Wands right here is saying, yeah, I'm ready. And I'm going to defend it to the ground. I'm going to stick up for myself. I don't need to prove who I am and my worth, but I'm gonna stand up for myself, to you, to all the people who don't believe in me, who don't see me, because I'm being overlooked, because I'm a woman, because I'm a minority within my community, because of a handicap that I have. Whatever it is that you believe or you have believed in the past is something that will hold you back, or keep you stuck, or that devalues you in some way, you are going to no longer see that as a hindrance to your success. So with that, that's how new opportunities are going to come. But while you're in the process of going through this, Spirit's saying you really need to still focus on taking care of yourself, taking care of your energy, and doing things one step at a time. Being smart with your actions, being smart with how you play the game. And I hate that in terms of, if you're in a corporation, sadly, you have to play the corporate game. You have to play the corporate, you have to kind of participate within the game of the corporate game, I guess. And it's really funny. My stepdad is a business coach, and I heard him say this on the phone to one of his clients one day about one of their, subordinates or employees or whatever, and like, oh, this person just doesn't know how to play the game. They want to go from ground zero to the leadership position, like that, and that's just not possible. Where Spirit is saying that is totally possible. That's in terms of metaphysics, in terms of the quantum reality. We know that you can manifest opportunities, but you have to be in the energetic space for it. You have to feel worthy. You have to be able to show up differently in your own power in order to manifest those opportunities. You need people to see you differently, and people will only see you differently if your energy resonates with them and that position or that opportunity that you're looking for. It doesn't really matter how old you are. It doesn't even really matter how much experience you have, although experience leads to confidence, which leads to raising your vibrations, which then in turn leads to opportunities, right? See how that works? But you don't necessarily have to go from A to B to get to Z, you know what I mean? Like you can go from A to Z if you can learn to master your own energy and your own self-worth, is what Spirit is really saying. So, whew, that was a mouthful. The King of Wands. I'm gonna put the King of Wands right here. Oh, look at this, underneath of it. Oh, I'm just gonna pull these out, okay? Because they're just calling to me. And then we have the Death again at the bottom. So I just pulled it. Normally I wouldn't pull out that many cards from the bottom, but I think it was, I couldn't stop myself. So, oh my God, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is like one step at a time. And then this role is definitely going to be yours. I see that you are going to be recognized, maybe even by this King of Wands. I'm gonna look here. Okay, so we know that the Death card is at the bottom of the deck right there. So Spirit, give me some clarifiers, or what's this King of Wands? Spirit, who's the King of Wands? What's the King of Wands? Can you please show pile number 1? What is it about this King of Wands that we need to see or know or understand? Oh, this flipped over in the deck. Ooh, Page of Wands. Wow. So that is definitely, and then we have the Star again at the bottom of the deck. So you are going to be recognized for this energy that you've been putting out by, I don't know, by a very masculine figure. It could be a masculine energy type person, an innovator, definitely one of the heads of your company, or even somebody out in the, if you run your own business or you're a sole subcontractor or whatever, contractor or a freelancer, whatever it is, whatever career opportunity you're looking for, you are going to be recognized for who you are as in yourself and the work that you've already put in. Your steadfastness, I'm hearing as well. You are going to be recognized by a leader, by someone who's very passionate and fiery and a visionary. You might already know who this person is if it is within your company. I'm seeing somebody like, a lot of tarot readers will compare the King of Wands to like Elon Musk, but I'm seeing more like Richard Branson, like somebody who really will value you for your energy, for the vibration, for what you can do for the company, in terms of how you connect with people, how you see people, how you understand people, and that is really going to help the company excel. It's very difficult to manage other people the right way, to see their value and where they can be placed. I'm seeing somebody, it's not really HR, it's more like an operations officer of some kind. If that resonates with you, take it. Or if something similar, pops up into your mind, then that's for you. But somebody's definitely going to see you for who you are and value you and say like, that person is right for this role. And you might not have even applied for it. You might not have even applied for it. You're just going to, someone's going to come to you with this offer with the Two of Cups here. And it's going to be very fulfilling. It could even be a partnership. Somebody might recognize you and want to offer you a partnership in their business or in business, or a collaboration in businesses of some kind, because they see your value and they're going to come here and offer you this. Look at it. This is like, almost like the King of Wands, Queen of Cups, coming together. Passion, fire, water. Emotion, intuition, connection. I see for you guys. Like, it's a really excellent balance of energies is what I'm seeing here for this new opportunity that's coming. And with the Hangman, obviously, I mean, that's always about weight. And see how the Hangman is right underneath of the Four of Swords here, which is just like, it's going to take a little bit of time still. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not going to go into timing because I think that for you, and I typically don't really enjoy doing timings because it's not fair. I don't think it's fair to you to kind of gaslight you and say, it might happen at this time. And this is, you know, what the cards say, and maybe in this month, and look for it here. I don't really think that that's, I think that as soon as you align with who the Queen of Cups is for you, and you continue to value yourself and stand up for yourself and and empower yourself, and also at the same time taking care of yourself and taking those baby steps, then this opportunity is going to come. And it's going to come when you least expect it, with the star at the bottom of the deck here. Just keep having hope and dreaming of it, visualizing it, feeling into it, really feeling into it, right? But definitely this opportunity is yours with the feather, with this like golden duck feather here. It's definitely the sign of abundance. Recognition for who you are as a person. And that's really what you want, right? You want to be recognized for who you are. You don't want to burn the candle at both ends. You want to embody your true self in order to attract opportunities to you. Can you hear the kids? There's kids screaming outside. I don't know if you can hear that. Let's see. Any clarifier cards with the Zen Tarot here? I will ask. Is there anything that else we need to know about this opportunity that's coming, this offer? You might be really recognized, like the Cups cards and the Wands are very similar in terms of creativity, inspiration, right? The Wands is about inspiration, fire, energy, creativity, action towards your goals. And the Queen is very like intuitive and joyful and pleasure, but also creativity. They're both cards that represent creativity. The Wands more from like this passion, more from the solar plexus, right? Whereas the Cups is more of a heart energy, maybe even sacral as well. Ooh. Okay, so we have, oh my God, the Page of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. And the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess, which in this deck is Inner Peace, number 2. Yeah, the Page is all about new opportunities, and this is new, even you have a page here, but that was a clarifier for this. It's definitely a person bringing you an offer, but a completely new, an offer or an offer of partnership of some kind. You might be equals, right? Equal partnership in this business opportunity, depending on who you are, what, you know, fair. I think fairness as well, fair compensation is going to be offered to you. So yeah, Page of Pentacles, new opportunities. As if by surprise, look at this figure in this deck, like in this card. It's like finding the pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. This little child there. And just feeling so blessed and in awe. And children are just so open, right? They're open to opportunities. They see things that we don't see because they're not jaded. So when the opportunity comes, I think that it's going to be really inspiring you. It's going to inspire, I think with this, I'm hearing your inner child. It's going to speak to your inner child, I'm seeing as well. It's going to be something that maybe you haven't thought about doing for a little while, and you've sort of been on this other career path, and you've been making these moves along this career path, which have been very, you know, pretty rewarding to a certain extent, but maybe you are thinking about making a shift and making a change, and this new opportunity is going to come, and it's going to be like, oh, I didn't think of that before. That's what I'm seeing. like a child looking at a rainbow. Look, a rainbow. Like, oh my God, why didn't I think of that? Yes, yes, yes. And your inner child is going to be beaming. Look at these beams here, beaming and saying, yes, 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 yes. And the joy that you feel in this new opportunity is going to bring you a huge amount of abundance. And you're going to be lighting up the world with your joy, with this feeling of satisfaction. And this is going to be a very aligned opportunity with your inner self, with your true self, with your inner child. And it's because you've been doing the work here on your value, on who you are, on standing up for yourself, on resting, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, taking those little baby steps, however slow it might have seemed in the past. Or even now, like maybe it feels really slow, but it's definitely coming. Definitely coming. Oh my gosh, look at this man holding a coin. What is this? Man holding a coin, King of Wands. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck is the temple path on the energy oracle. Wow. Number 43, you could be 43. Whoa, oh my God. Contract, yeah. You could be 43. I mean, we'll give it like June, maybe 6th month of the year, 6 weeks, I don't see 6 weeks. I'm seeing more like 6 months, so that could be 6 weeks. It could be June. 4 and 3 is 7. I don't know. I don't like to do timing things. I don't study it. I don't pay attention because honestly, I just don't think it's fair to, I feel like it's gaslighting you, you know, like, oh, this is a good time to look around. But no, it's more important when you're trying to manifest new opportunities, looking for new opportunities, working towards new opportunities in your life. The energy in yourself is way more important than looking at timing. When you feel it, it will come. Oh my God, look at adjacent possibilities that came out. Which is, yeah, what I was saying with this card here. This page of Pentacles is like, oh my gosh. The Page of Pentacles is like something that you didn't think of before, but is going to light up your inner child. It's something completely different that maybe you're not even expecting, but that it's going to be so aligned that you're not going to miss it. And then All Tied Up came out as well, but it came out upside down. Yeah, so it came up upside down, like face down on the table. I wasn't sure whether or not to use it. But I feel like maybe right now you feel like you're a little bit tied up. You feel like things are moving really slowly, but that you are going to start untying these ropes yourself. You know what I mean? Through valuing yourself. She almost looks like a damsel in distress, doesn't she? There's this little butterfly here, setting yourself free, releasing yourself from expectations of something that I think that maybe you've been expecting your career to go in one way, and it's just going to, you're going to blossom in this whole other area that you didn't even expect. And it's going to be I think a bit of a surprise. And so we have the contract came up. So definitely a contract that you're going to be, that you can't see. Look at her eyes are closed, or she has a blindfold on. I think that it's something that you don't see right now. And it's a completely new and totally new shift in your world. And it's because you are now starting to align with your true self, and then new opportunities that are aligned with who you actually are going to start popping up for you, but it's specifically one opportunity. And then here at the bottom of the deck was the inner voice. So I think your inner voice is calling you to take care of yourself, to keep taking these baby steps, even though these baby steps might be in a completely different direction career-wise. but you're going to be recognized for your energy, for who you are as a person at a soul level by somebody. It could even be soul contracts. This could be a contract on a soul level from somebody that, from somebody in your soul family or your soul tribe. So you're embodying who you truly are, and then these opportunities are going to come up, and you're like, wow, I've been working on this for so long. I didn't expect that. And so that's what's happening for you. But just have hope. The most important thing that you can do is take care of your energy, stand your ground, know your self-worth, embody your true self, be creative, take baby steps in the direction you think that you should be going. And if something else completely different shows up for you, that's still a way to manifest abundance and something that recognizes your value, who you are, that really speaks to your inner child, that really lights you up, that you couldn't even imagine if you tried, that is right for you, and trust that. So I hope this reading shed some light. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, this card. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry, I don't know why I just did that. Fairy Forest card says the number 33, which is expansion. Number 3 is expansion. Vulva, feminine energy, aww, prophecy, guidance, direction. And what I see with contracts, soul contracts, prophecy, like this is something that you've been meaning, you were destined to do in this life. This is your part of your destiny. It won't pass you by. Trust your own inner guidance. Trust the signs that you see. Keep following the direction of your true north. Whatever little impulses, inspired action impulses you get, keep following it. Even if it doesn't make sense, follow it. But this is not going to pass you by. So you might as well just start enjoying yourself and your life and resting and taking care of yourself, because you're not going to miss this opportunity when it comes. Cool. Well, with that, pile number 1, group number 1, thank you for sharing your energy with me. If you like this video and if it resonated, comment and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to my channel. Thank you for being here. I'm so lucky. I'm so blessed to be able to do this for you. And with that, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, night, whatever time you're watching this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Career opportunities. What's next? Your next career move. What's coming? What do you need to know? How can you align with it? And any other guidance that Spirit is wanting to give to you in this reading. This is your oracle card, but we're going to look at this at the end, kind of like as a final note on what's to come, what you need to know. Yeah, just kind of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to leave it over there. And let's shuffle these cards together today. Tarot cards. Woo. I hope you're all having a great week so far. Whew. All right. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. Next career moves, career opportunities. What's coming? What do they need to know? Wow, look at these major arcana. You're going through a huge transformation, a huge shift right now. I'm going to pull some more, but the Wheel of Fortune came up. So I'm just going to leave, oh my God, and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to put that right there. It was calling to me. I couldn't just leave it. Pile number 2. Whoa, okay. Oof. Okay, okay. Ten of Wands, the Hermit, 9, 3, 11, 1, 10, 5, 2 10s. So we have the 10 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, 10 there. I'm just looking at the numbers. I feel like, I don't know why, I'm really feeling drawn to the numbers right now. Are you a number person? Are you like an accountant? Or the Justice card, I feel like some of you are really like numbers people, accounting, investments, and I keep having a lot of, I think, financial advisors or tax people in my orbit anyways. Oh man, the Empress, abundance, flow, like just somebody who's so in charge of her energy too. But there's been so much struggle. There's been like, I'm hearing withholding. Even though we have these really great cards, like there's just like competition and challenges. I need to grab a couple more cards because the Five of Wands, you know, is this like, the Five of Wands can sometimes be interpreted as like an initiation, like the challenges that you've gone through are actually a part of the initiation into something really big. A windfall financially, dividends paying off. And like to not pay attention to the struggles. Oh, it's, I guess, you know what? This is good. Okay, so I was just about to say, the Five of Wands came right underneath, and then we have the, is there room to put this here at the bottom of the deck here? We have the Nine of Cups, which is just confidence and just like self-assured, feeling super aligned and powerful and embodied and honoring of your true self, your true nature, whatever that is for you. I think a lot of you might be guides. I mean, the Hermit is really about like going within and learning to trust yourself, trust your path, meditating, doing the work, even really focusing on, maybe you've been really busy with just focusing on the work. This is tax season, so if you are an accountant, and I don't know why that's coming up, it's very specific, so that's for some of you. But you've been kind of like nose to the grind, doing the work, really focused, like super, super, super focused on what it is that you want to achieve, what it is that you want to manifest, what it is that you want to align with. And the focused work with intention, with conscious intention, has been a big part of your journey up until now. And soon you're about to like enjoy the fruits of your labor. And with the Justice card, it's like everything's paying off. The struggle, the initiation. Some of you might be like about to be recognized and offered like a partnership in your firm, whether you're a lawyer or an accountant or whatever. Like you're just kind of I'm hearing like at the top of your game, and you're going to be getting like a contract recognized financially or contractually for all of the effort that you've put in, the competition. Maybe if you're in sales, so this could be applied to anybody. It's a general reading, so take what resonates. But maybe you're in sales and it's like there's a lot of competition in your industry, even in your own company. But like, you've made the company a lot of money, even through the pandemic, even through, you know, like the market issues. You know, you've really made the company a lot of money. You've brought in, like I'm seeing here, through all of your focused, intentional, conscious effort, you've brought in a lot of money into your business already. And what's coming for you is recognition of what you've done. If you run your own business, that could be like you've done so much work in the past, so much focused, intentional work, that you're going to finally start to have the money flowing into your business that you've been wanting, that you've been working so hard on. Yeah, like with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's like things are finally shifting after all the work. Abundance is finally flowing with the Empress here. The end of struggle. So we have the we have abundance flowing in with the Empress after a period of really a lot of hard work, the Hermit and the Ten of Wands being across from each other. or diagonal from each other is just like you've been just so hard at work, but not just working to work, you know what I mean? Like working with intention, with focused intention, working with a goal in mind. Like you have a very focused mind, and everything that you've been doing in your career has finally paid off or is about to really pay off. And you're going to see this upwards trajectory of your career in the next, I'm hearing, the next decade. So this is a long haul career that you're in with all of these major arcana cards. So we have the Hermit, the Empress, the Justice, Wheel of Fortune, the Star. Like this is your career. This is like a long haul thing that you're in it. You're in it for the long term. And the next decade, like maybe you've been in the decade of like moving up in the company, moving up in your career, moving up in notoriety. You know what I mean? Like slowly but surely chipping away, but having a clear vision of where you want to be. You want to make partner by the age of 35, 40. And you're doing it. You're like right on track with the goals that you've set. And you're going to be offered or have this contract. It's going to be like, I'm seeing for a lot of you, an ironclad contract that's going to provide you with a lot of security. And you're going to feel just super confident. And the Nine of Cups is not like this final resting pose, you know? It's like, okay, I deserve to take a little bit of a break. I can ease up a little bit. I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. I can look back at everything that I've ever done, everything I wished for, all the work that I've put in. I can look back at it and be really proud of what I've achieved. I set out what I wanted to achieve, and it's working for me. But yeah, a lot of you tell me in the comments like who you are and you know what you do and all that. But I just see like a lot of professionals, so accountants, lawyers, doctors, maybe not doctors so much, but like maybe, you know what I mean, licensed professionals. Even some of you could be like becoming a judge of some kind, or even something else was on my mind, like getting, what's it called when a professor reaches, what is it, when they get like a long-term contract with the university? Whatever, you know what I mean. It'll pop into my head probably after this reading, and I'll be like, oh, that's it. Oh my goodness. Anyways, you've reached the height that you wanted to reach, partnership. And even if some of you have not, this could be coming for you, you know, in the next little while. Spirit, if this is not you and you're not there yet, this is your future. Because you know what, the universe has no timeline. What to you seems like decades is like the snap of a finger for Spirit. And I know it can be really frustrating in this 3D human world, but like that's what it is. So the Spirit is also, if this is not you yet, Spirit is acknowledging and recognizing that you have this long-term plan. You are focused, you are laser focused on what it is that you want to do, and trust the fact that abundance is going to appear. And for a little while, you might feel like money's trickling in, you're not quite there yet, but you stay, and Spirit's saying, stay steadfast on this journey because it is going to pay off. You might be facing a lot of conflict, but competition in your industry. If you're, like I said, if you're in sales, there's a lot of competition within your company. A lot of competition within like, oh, who got a bonus? Who had the most sales? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And that can feel really frustrating while you're on the journey. But Spirit is saying that all of that effort, all of that vision that you have is going to pay off immensely. So have faith, because the path that you've set out on is the right path for you. I feel like you're just very self-assured. Like even as a child, I think that you, group number 2, really felt like, this is who I am. I know what I want to do. And you've sort of like you formulated a plan, a strategy for your whole entire life, and you're just following it. And Spirit's saying, yeah, you're on the right path. And, you're just going to keep gaining momentum and achieving and achieving and achieving and achieving and achieving. You're going to hit the milestones when you've sort of set them, and there's no fear about that. You're going to overcome the odds even. Like maybe some things might try to set you back, but you're just going to be like, I see the way forward. I see the way through this. With the creativity here with the Empress, you're just going to be like, I see the way through this. You have a lot of vision and clarity already around. You're a very good problem solver. I'm seeing a lot of you. Like you just have a clear vision. It's because this is a part of your destiny, right? Like you had a plan, you know what you wanted to do, you have clarity, you're really good at what you do, you bring the company, your business a lot of money. You see problems before they arise, you're able to problem solve. Like you're just really good at whatever it is that you're doing right now. And you are on the path to fulfillment. Like you probably already feel really fulfilled in your career right now. It brings you a lot of fulfillment because it's exactly where you want to be and exactly what you worked for. And you're just going to keep growing, you know? With the Justice too, it's like, I know who I am and I trust that I've done all the right things. I've done everything right. Like, This Is Us, Randall. He's just like, he had a clear vision. You see in this, I don't know if you watch it, but in this last season, he's like, thinking about running for president, but it flashes back to foreshadowing when he was a teenager, when he was in university, and was like, I'm going to be president one day. And then it kind of just comes about in a roundabout sort of way, but he kind of had a vision. It went a little bit offline at some point, right? But he had a vision, followed through, trusted his gut, is a huge problem solver, saw holes and filled them in the community, you know, when he ran for whatever it is. Councilman or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you overcome obstacles really with creativity, with clarity, with vision. That's because you know yourself. You know what you're good at. You feel super clear and empowered and you have purpose. You've always had this clear purpose, or for most of you, you've had like really clear purpose and drive. Your solar plexus is like really wide open. And actually, I didn't notice it before, but with the hawk feather, hawks have super big clarity. They see, can you see my hands? So they take like this vision, they can see this wide angle lens, they have a wide angle edge, and then go laser focused. And dive right in to catch their prey. And they circle and circle and circle, waiting for the right opportunity, knowing it's coming, and then dive in for the kill. You know what I mean? They're very confident in their vision. They trust their they trust their offspring as well. Great hunters. Anyway, okay, I'm getting off track. Wow, that's cool. I don't think I need to pull too many more cards, but let's just do it for fun. Spirit, pile number 2. Anything else that they need to know about the next opportunity? Career opportunity. What's coming? Oh, man. That's a lot of cards, Spirit. I don't think Spirit meant to give me this many cards. Yeah, that's too many cards. I wouldn't even have space for that if I tried. Spirit. I think maybe that's even Spirit saying no. Like there's not a whole lot else to say. Source. Yeah. Ace of Wands. At the bottom of the deck here, breakthrough. Yeah. You're just so connected to Source. You're so connected to yourself, your inner inspiration. You just know what to do. Like you're just on track, you're on par, kind of like even aiming for a birdie, I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like just, you're like hitting those milestones even before you set to achieve them. And so I don't know if you're probably watching this just for fun, right? Like, do you watch these things just for fun? Because I see a lot of you are not really like, oh, I'm a spiritualist and I'm, you know, you just love these kind of things. They're just a hobby, or you watch them kind of for fun. But you're curious about it. Spiritually curious. or you incorporate it a little bit into your work, or not into your work, into your world. Maybe your partner is really into this stuff and you're watching it because they love it and you're like, curious about it. Or maybe your partner's like, oh my God, you have to watch this. I'm seeing for some of you, your partner's like, oh my God, your Carolee was like talking about you, so here, watch this. Breakthrough, like 11 here, which is also, just a confirmation with the Justice card. Justice, 11, 11. Oh my God, 11, 11. I just noticed that. 11, 11, 11, 11. Yeah, you're just like manifesting your dreams, right on track, because you believe in yourself, because you know yourself. There's never been that like wobbleness, really. You've never really wobbled on who you are. And that's why you've just been able to bang out all of your goals. Because it's the energy, right? You've never really doubted yourself. And so you're just flowing. Even though, yeah, there's competition, there's like contrast and stuff in life, which is, there's challenges, there's people, you still have to go, face other people, but you overcome it. And it fuels you, even the 5 of Wands here. The challenges that you face, the people that you face, like challenges you. It's a challenge and you love it. It motivates you to keep going. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Oh, I was going to pull, should I pull those? Maybe. Okay, so we have the Hedge Witch, your oracle card in the beginning, number 5. Herb wisdom, secrets, hidden lore. Do you see the birds in here? Can you see that? The birds in here. Herb wisdom, secrets, hidden lore. Yeah, I might have to ask about that because that actually kind of doesn't go with the energy of your temple path. 12. Door to personal healing and happiness. Herb witch. Okay, so we have the temple path came up here, and then we have door to personal healing and happiness. What I'm seeing for a lot of you, because I was just like, I'm surprised that maybe some of you are even here watching, because I feel like a lot of you are in professions that aren't necessarily spiritually, not guided, but like not even open, but just, it's not a part of the work that you do. So I'm seeing with the Hedge Witch, Herb Wisdom, Secrets, Hidden Lore, I'm seeing that some of you, and this is a very specific message for just a few of you, it's you're on this path. It's very clear. It's laid out for you from the beginning. But I'm seeing that for some of you, your spiritual world needs tending to. And by that, I mean your energy. There's something in your energetic field for some of you that needs clearing. There's a lot of darkness here, some secrets. Maybe for some of you, there's something secret, something that even Spirit doesn't want to reveal to me, and something that you're keeping hidden. And even with the Hermit card there, like maybe there's something you're keeping secret that has nothing to do with your career. This is not a career thing because your career is on point, but there's something secret hidden inside of you, inside your mind, inside your experience that you're not communicating. And it's casting a bit of a shadow, not necessarily on your career, but it could be on your, like I'm hearing forgiveness, like something you need to forgive yourself for something. And I'm going to leave it at that, okay? Like I'm not going to delve too deeply in that because I'm not here to reveal people's secrets. But herb wisdom, it's kind of a warning, actually. And I there's the door to personal healing and happiness. The truth will set you free, I'm hearing. Look at this rainbow on the other side. And even the dove, the peace offering. It's like there's a peace offering here that you need to make. You need to make amends. Because if you don't make amends in this situation, it's going to really hinder your experience in this life, and it can possibly lead to health issues. And I don't read a lot of health cards. I don't like to. I'm not a doctor. I don't like diagnose people. But what I can say is that guilt and shame and anger and resentment, all of that can lead to developing disease and dysregulation in the body. And so, and even in dysregulation in relationships, which you don't want, which can also lead to, tower moments that can be prevented. Because your career, like this is a career reading, so it's like your career's on point, don't even need to worry about that. You're doing everything you set out to do, but there's something hidden inside of your subconscious or even in your conscious mind that you might be having. I'm seeing some of you might be having some nightmares and a lot of sleepless nights, tossing and turning, because there's this shame and guilt that's kind of like piling up inside of you. There's something that needs to be set free, and it's and you need to make amends. That's all I'm going to say with that, because that's very specific for some of you. And it can really, it can just put a damper on all of this. You know what I mean? Make amends. Set your spirit free. Herb wisdom, like if thinking about, like, I would say even like natural ways to heal, even from stress. It could be stress from all of the work, you know what I mean? Like even in your business, having partnerships in a business that, no longer aligns with you, and like wanting to restart and build your own practice, that kind of thing. Like it could be that, but there's something in this that's saying, okay, like you're on par with your practice, with your career, with your business, hitting all your milestones, but maybe there's an inner truth that needs to be set free. Maybe there's a piece inside of you that needs some fine tuning. And I'm just seeing like make amends, but that could even be making amends with yourself. It could be making amends with your parents. You know what I mean? Like those little things that are really going to unburden you so that you have an even bigger and better breakthrough. So you can face the next half of your life just free from any sort of, doubts or any energetic cores that are keeping you stuck and things that don't need your energy anymore. Okay, so this, did I want to pull? No, I did. Okay, that's good. All right, pile number 2, thank you so much for watching and being here and sharing your energy with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below with how it resonated if you want to, and thank you for being here. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'm looking forward to seeing you and reading for you next time. Hey, pile number 3, thank you for being here. I'm so blessed to share this energetic space with you right now. And I have to give you this bit of a story. I had started recording this reading and then I had to stop, and I'm starting again. So I want to be totally transparent with you. When I was shuffling to get these cards, like the oracle card in the very beginning to do the pile selection, the deck was very stubborn. It was like not wanting to move. It didn't want to shuffle. It was like holding back, holding back, holding back. And even when I was trying to record I was recording this, I just started, and my mouth wasn't even working. I couldn't even find the words, and I was stumbling over words. And so even that, it was just like all I was seeing was fear and anxiety and worry and stress, and something is holding you back. And Spirit wants to acknowledge all of that. Spirit wants to tell you how worthy you are of new opportunities. Spirit wants you to see I'm hearing sacred, how sacred you are just as a being in this world. Now, I'm going to save the oracle card to the end, but I want to, you got this crow feather, or you picked the crow feather, which is a messenger from spirit. The crows are believed to be a messenger from spirit and believed to be like the very first kind of messenger service. And so I'm hearing don't shoot the messenger, but they're also very loud birds. I love them. You might find them obnoxious, but I absolutely love, love, love. This is a small crow feather, but it's very shiny. I don't know if you can see it. It's so shiny, and oh, I just love these birds. They also feed on like dead animals. I'm hearing don't beat a dead horse. I feel like you really need to cut your losses and walk away from something. Now, I'm going to save this card for the end. And what Spirit is saying, like, there's something better that you cannot see on the other side of you walking away, but you need to take the leap. And even though this isn't really the Fool card, this is definitely showing me that you have to believe that there's something better in order for that better thing to come in. And I feel like you've been stuck in this position in your career, in your workplace, in your life, because you believe that you don't deserve anything better, that nothing will ever manifest for you, and that how could you possibly, I feel like some of you feel like I don't have the right education, I don't have the right experience, I don't have the right know-how, I don't have the right network, whatever it is that's keeping you stuck from taking the leap. It's only you that's holding you back, because there is opportunity out there. You just have to have a clear vision on what it is that you want, and take the leap to go after it. Now, don't necessarily go and like just leave your job without having something to fall back on, because we still have bills and things that we have to take care of in this life. But you're not the only thing keeping you stuck in a place that devalues you, a place that doesn't see how great you are, a place that that you feel like life-sucking energy in. The only thing keeping you there is you. And you'd be surprised at how many jobs there are that will, even if you don't have the right exact experience that they're looking for, even if you don't have the exact education that they're looking for, will still hire you based on your vision, your ideas, your energy, what else you can bring. Think about your transferable skills. That's really, really, really important here. And Spirit is really asking you to take that leap and believe in yourself, because you can move away from what it is that you're experiencing right now. At the bottom of the deck, I was shuffling before, and we have the Eight of Wands, like moving away, really fast forward movement. But you have to take this leap first. You have to value yourself. You have to walk away from what's crippling you, what's no longer serving you, what's really holding you back and holding you hostage. And it's really just your mindset. I'm hearing Spirit say, and I think that goes for all of us. Like we have this fear of not being good enough, of the grass never being greener. What is that saying? The grass, is it the grass is always greener on the other side or whatever? But then I saw this meme that was like, the grass is only greener where you water it. And I love, love, love that saying, because it's true. If you focus your mind on your ideas, on what is really good about you, your potential, your creativity, your passion, your drive, your creative problem-solving skills. Like if you can shine a light on those things, you can really move yourself. I'm here, not even move yourself, like propel yourself forward in a brand new direction. But you have to believe first. And you have to take that leap. You have to trust that you aren't meant to struggle and suffer. Okay, more messages, Spirit. Yeah, see, Spirit is like really hesitant about bringing you cards today. They're all just flipping over in this deck here. Oh my gosh, okay. These cards, Spirit. Yeah, okay. Now that we've said that, I'm going to lay these cards out, and I think they're going to be surprising for you. So I hope I'm laying these out properly too. Can you see all these cards? Maybe. This is very messy. I'm getting a lot of crazy energy, like messy, 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 messy. Yeah. This is all like wants. These are your desires. And I feel like Spirit is showing me in your dream state before you go to bed at nighttime when you're alone, you're like, I want security and financial freedom. I want to feel empowered. I want stability, security. Even with the Emperor here, I want security. I want to take care of my family. I want financial freedom. I want to be respected. I want to be admired. I want to be recognized. But then these two cards, these are separate. This is like these internal desires that are like calling you. I'm seeing for a lot of you. And then we have over here, Spirit saying, well, are you answering the call of your soul? Are you happy with the energy that you're putting out into the world? Are you happy with how you show up? Are you co-creating with Spirit? I think of the Two of Cups a lot of the times as co-creation with Spirit, especially when we're looking at finances and career and opportunities and stuff like that. There is a really great way for you to co-create with Spirit, but you really have to believe in yourself first. Now, if you look from a bird's eye view, if you were to just tap in and see this deck and like, oh, these cards are really great, but the energy of the deck, the way it was performing, the energy of the overall, the feel of this pile of group number 3 is like stuckness. And it's like, it doesn't even make any sense because you have all this, so much potential. You have these dreams, these desires, and desires are not wrong. You're supposed to have desires in this life. You're supposed to want things. Life is supposed to get better and better, not worse and worse. And Spirit is just like, look, you just need to shift this with the Judgment card. You just need a little bit of a push and self-belief, a little bit of vision, a little bit of movement in the other direction, shifting your vibration, shifting your energy, your self-belief, how you show up in order to make all of this possible with the Two of Cups here, in order to co-create with Spirit, in order to get this new opportunity, in order to be recognized, in order to get financial stability, in order to be a complete life change, in order to move away from the darkness that you're in right now. And I feel like some of you maybe have been on this spiritual journey of like moving forward and then moving back, moving forward and moving back, moving forward and moving back, saying yes, like going to Tony Robbins seminar and being like, yes, 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 doing the fire walk. And I'm there. I've done the Tony Robbins fire walk. I've been there. I know the energy. I know how it feels right afterwards, but I know how easy it is to fall into those old patterns and limiting beliefs that keep you stuck and the energy that keeps you stuck and like trying to make moves, but nothing's happening and feeling really stuck. And then Spirit's just saying, it's just like this consistent energy of like, yes, yes, yes. I believe in myself. I love myself. I value myself. I am worthy. I am wealthy. I am wise. I am free. I am abundant. And feel the energy of that within you. Feel what it would feel like to have all of this success, and it will come. But this needs to change. This energy within you needs to change. It's a huge pivotal moment in your life right now with the Judgment card here. Huge pivotal moment. Just, what is that in Mulan, like the original Disney movie? Just one, the emperor says, just one, with the, you know, the emperor's right here. Just one grain of rice can tip the scales. Just one moment of intentional meditation and visualization can tip the scales. Just one moment where you finally decide to believe and trust and know that everything's going to be okay. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are capable. Know that you can move forward. Know that you can shift your life at any moment, anytime. That one moment will change your life. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, let's pull some other clarifier cards here. That's so funny. I see Mulan all over this. Is that weird? You know, it's like the story of Mulan. It's really coming clearly, you know, at least the Disney movie, like the original, like, Disney movie, where, excuse me, where she's like so unhappy with not being recognized for who she is in her soul, you know, wanting to be a champion for her family, for her country, but not being recognized because she was a woman, and like feeling like there's this limitation holding her back, but then doing it anyway, even though it feels really uncomfortable, even though she's risking her life. Not that you should, I'm not saying you should go risk your life or something, like it's all relative, but you know, just really just like following that impulse. Taking the inspired action means following the impulse of your soul. That's what inspired action is. Not enough people like describe it. Inspired action is following the impulse of your soul when you connect to what it is that you want. When you connect to what it is that you want, feel that energetic vibration, and then something comes to you, an insight, inspiration comes to you, you follow that. And that will completely shift your life around, your energy around. You'll, like, look at this. 6 of Swords. Oh my God, that came up again. 6 of Swords, twice. Confirmation. Burden. Yeah, like there's this heavy burden on you that you need to just take the load off. There's something from your past, like he's pointing to the past. Something from your past that's burdening you, that's like, you're holding on to something, a self-belief, an idea of what's possible. And that's the only thing limiting you. It's literally the only thing holding you back, preventing you from achieving what it is that you want to achieve. Like anything is possible. That's it. Like your next career opportunity is this, shifting the burden. Finally, for once and for all. Any more messages from this? No. Spirit, this is a very simple, straightforward message, but extremely hard to do. You're not going to see the opportunities that you want until you shift the burden off of you. Okay, and then as I said that, these popped out. Yeah, okay, so we have burden. Then yeah, listening to your inner guidance, Page of Pentacles, then new opportunities are going to be coming to you. 5 of Pentacles, the outsider. Yeah, there's this feeling of like being this outsider, locked in a cage, not able to cross this barrier, feeling forgotten by the universe, feeling for, look at this child, like behind this locked gate, like feeling forgotten. There's a thing in your past from childhood that's teaching you that you aren't capable, aren't worthy, aren't enough. There's a lot of inner child healing that needs to happen right now. And that's what Spirit's directing you, taking this burden, dropping this burden from your past, dropping it, letting it go, trusting your inner guidance, and then opportunities will flow. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna see what's under here. Let's look at this. Number 41, Awin. Gift, divine inspiration, awakening. Oh my God, what was I just saying? Drop the burden, heal from the past, shift your awareness, and divine gifts, inspiration, awakening will come. Page of Pentacles, it's kind of the similar energy there. All of these things that you want are possible. You just have to believe in them. And you know what? Look, when you've experienced trauma in childhood, attachment trauma, abuse of some kind, abandonment, isolation, all of these things, they will teach you, they will burden you and teach you that, what's the point? I'm hearing, what's the point if nobody will ever hear me, or nobody listens to me, nobody cares? I'm not good enough, I'll never be good enough. And this is all going on in your subconscious mind, so you might not recognize it. All you see is stuckness. All you see is the doors closed in on you. But this is a part of your programming that you experienced. So you need to start to do the inner healing work, the reparenting yourself process. And that takes, you know, it takes time. Oh my gosh, pile number 3. But you can do it. I know, I don't want to sit here and say, like, because I know how hard it is. That internal programming that says, I'm not good enough. When you had a figure, like a mother figure, a parental figure that didn't show up for you and wasn't attuned to your needs, you almost feel like you are not worthy of ever having your needs met, financially, connection-wise here, romantically. And you were constantly put in this poverty mindset, in this space of poverty, relationships, money, opportunities, because you subconsciously believe and feel like your needs will never be met, so why bother ever trying? And completely shutting yourself off from your intuition, from opportunities. That was a burden that was placed on you from the experiences that you had in your early life. And that is not your fault, but you can do the internal healing work that will alleviate that burden and shift your entire life. But it takes time. It takes time to rebalance, reset your nervous system. I'm not going to go into all of the mind-body effects of trauma in early life. That's what I do in my coaching, but like my one-on-one coaching with clients. But like, I just want you to know that it's not your fault, but healing and change is possible, and opportunities will come in when you drop this burden from the past. And you are worthy. You are worthy of all the abundance the universe has and more. I feel for you, pile number 3. I want to give you a big hug. I know how this feels. I want to give you a big hug and just take the burden away from you, but I can't do that for you. Only you can do that for you. And I'm going to just kind of give you a little step in it. One of the biggest things is self-regulation, taking care of yourself, trusting yourself. And that takes time and practice to shift that. And caring connections. You need to learn, to relearn how to connect with yourself and to other people and to the world. But that takes lived experience. So connecting, and that's where like therapy and coaching with the right type of coaches comes in, because those coaches, those therapists, those healers, as long as there's that sense of trust and safety there, help you to reframe what relationships are really meant to do, what support actually is. And once you start to feel seen and heard and validated, you will start to feel worthy of all of this. money, security, stability, your needs being met, attention, affection, love, connection. So this isn't just like a career reading and money. This is about healing that needs to happen. This is about an awakening. Look at the Judgment, awakening. This is an awakening that you're going through, that you're being asked to go through on a really deep soul level. So if you're looking for guidance, extra guidance, I mean, I'm a trauma-informed spiritual coach. I do this type of work. But if you're looking out in the world for other people, I want to recommend that you look for trauma-informed therapists who've really done understanding of like trauma, early childhood trauma's effect on the mind, body, soul. Healers that really understand that, so they can help you rebalance your system, your mind, your whole system, not just your body, not just your nervous system, but your brain as well. Because you keep reacting from this like programmed state of awareness of like your body is literally reacting to triggers that remind you that, oh, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of attention. I can't do it. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be heard. Nobody will understand me. These types of thoughts, right? That you might not necessarily be aware of right now, but pay attention. You'll start to see, and they're sabotaging you, and that's not your fault. Oh, I can't stress this enough. This is not your fault, but it is your right to heal and transform, so that you can have all the things that you've ever wanted and more. That you can have those opportunities. So your next opportunity is this healing, is dropping this burden and doing the inner healing work, so that you can have all the opportunities, all the abundance, all the stability, all the connections that you want and more. Oh my goodness, pile number 3, thank you so much. I wish I could spend more time on this reading with you. You know what, Mike, should I pull one more card? Spirit, yeah, you know what, let's just see. Can we get some, like a message of hope for pile number 3? No. Oh, this fell to the floor. Hostilities, yeah. Like you just see hostilities wherever you go. And that's, I also do some Googling, like look up complex PTSD. Because when you look out into the world, you will see a hostile world. Not because the world is hostile, but because of your own experiences that taught you that the world is hostile. Does that make sense? Look up complex post-traumatic stress disorder, because that is exactly what you see, and it's not necessarily the reality that's around you. It's because of your unconscious beliefs and programming, conditioning from experiences in your past. But I wanted a message of hope, Spirit. So can we get that, please? Maybe I need a different deck. Oh my God, I can't even do this. I'm so sorry. Look at pile number 3. I'm just gonna do this. Attachments. Walking away from these attachments, from burdens, from that type of thinking. Storm warning, we have indecision, we have community, financial constraints. This is like, Spirit is just like, you're gonna keep, Spirit doesn't mince words, okay? And oh my God, at the beginning of this reading, what did I say? Don't shoot the messenger. That's what I said. That's what came through. Spirit's like really, really, really wants you to know your value and your self-worth. Spirit really wants you to do the inner work and healing your trauma. Look, and there we go. Finally, the sun, when I'm talking about that, pops up. Until you shift your energy with intention, conscious intention, with healing, with awareness, these things are going to keep coming at you. And it's just a big pile. It's just a mess, right? But there is hope. There is abundance, there's joy, there's love, there's all these really great things, everything that you are worthy of, everything that you were meant to experience in this life, it's all there. But the healing needs to happen first before you can get there. And that's what you're being called to do with the Judgment card here and this card here. Gift, divine inspiration, awakening. This is what's happening right now. This is your opportunity. This is your next career move. This is the way in order to reach fulfillment, in order to reach the abundance that you're seeking, in order to get those opportunities that you're seeking, is in the deep cellular soul healing work. Mind, body, soul. It has to happen on all levels. Not just in the body, not just in the mind, but all three, mind, body, soul. And that'll shift your energy, right? I mean, you can do the energy healing, but your internal program will always go back to its conditioning unless you align all three at the same time, or, you know, work on them all at the same time. And there's very, like, we could talk about the science of all of that, but I'm not going to get into that. We don't have time for that in this reading. But know that it is possible, and then that's what you're asked to be. That's what you're being asked to work on right now. Okay, so I want to send you just so much love, pile number 3. You are worthy, and I want to give you a big hug. If we knew each other in real life, you know, I mean, this is like real life, but if I knew you, I'd just give you a big hug and just say, like, you are so worthy. Don't give up on yourself. And keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Don't give up. You're not going to, you know, some days are going to be harder than others, and that's okay. That's a part of the journey. You're not failing at life. You are a warrior. You are you're so strong. You are capable, and you are loved. You are loved so much. Thank you for being here, pile number 3. Yeah, I normally do the spiel of, like, give it a thumbs up and comment below and whatever. But you know what I'm going to say instead is just, like, if you want someone who's been through this and who understands trauma and the spiritual implications of going through trauma in your life and wants to heal and wants to grow and wants to heal, to align and attract what it is that you're seeking in your life, then I do that kind of work. And if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, connect with me. But even if you're not, like, find people that will understand you and mirror back to you those possibilities. There's so much healing in a community. So even reaching out and finding a community that can support you through what it is that you're going through, a support community of some kind, and that will really help you to see what's possible. Like, look for other people who have been through what you've been through in your life. Connect with them, especially people who have done the healing work and are on the other side. Connect with those people because they can help. Just by being around you, they can help you see what's possible. They can help you see that you're not alone, and that will hugely transform your life, okay? So sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for opening up your energy to me. Spirit has so much love for you, and I have so much love for you. I just want you to know that you're worthy of all good things, okay? So thank you again for being here, and I hope to see you next time.